$500,000. $500,000, y'all. That is a lot of money. 5 years ago, $500,000 could buy you a huge house in a beautiful swim tennis community with awesome amenities, the whole 9 yards. In our current market, well, not so much. In the year 2022, well, we all know that $500,000 doesn't go as far as it once did. So how far will your money go in Metro Atlanta right now? Hi, I'm Sarah Maslowski, and my team and I help clients from all over buy and sell all across the North Metro Atlanta area. The median price of a home our customers have purchased this year falls right around the $500,000 range. So I thought it would be helpful to give you a realistic look at what that price gets you all around the area. You are going to see that in certain areas, your money can stretch a lot farther than it can in other areas. So let's take a look at homes that are currently listed for $500,000. Of course, this doesn't mean that all of these examples are going to come close, to that exact price. They might go over or even shockingly enough, a little bit under. Things are changing, y'all. With the market starting to return to a normal pace, buyers are looking to pay astronomically more for a home than what it's really worth now that interest rates are hovering around the 6% range, which means that home sellers are realizing that they're gonna have to be a little bit more realistic with their asking prices, and they're not really expecting much to go over asking price and into these crazy bidding wars that we were experiencing in early 2022 and almost all of 2021. We are still seeing some houses that are somewhat overpriced, but what we're seeing is that those homes are sitting on the market for longer, and those sellers are now starting to reduce the prices of those homes. They are negotiable now, and we are seeing some relief for home buyers. Can we get an amen? So with that being said, let's take a look at houses that are currently priced at $500,000, and let's take a look at what that's going to get you for your money. So let's start off in the town that I live in, and that is Gainesville. The median sales price of a home in Gainesville right now is $400,000. Now, obviously, if you're looking in the $500,000 range, you're on the higher end of that median price. So we can expect to find little houses that are a little bit larger and nicer compared to the other areas. So this first house that I'm showing you, it just hit the market yesterday. It has a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home. It has over 2,900 square feet, and it was built in 2007. Primary bedroom is located on the main level, which that's a huge selling point for a lot of people. You don't want to deal with stairs, especially when you get to a certain age, and I'm getting close to that age. It is definitely an amazing feature. As you can see, there is a ton of space in this home, making it great for large families, and it has a lot of charming details in this house, like the coffered ceilings, formal dining room. You have got a really great family room, even a butler's pantry, and a nice southern front porch. There's also a great fenced-in backyard, as well as this house sits on a pretty large lot, which is almost over half of an acre. So that's a pretty great house for $500,000, right? So what about if we looked in a place like Alpharetta? That's a very, very popular place where a lot of y'all are calling and wanting to live, and heck, we can see why. There's all kinds of videos we have made about Alpharetta and how great it is. So if you've watched any videos on this channel before, we have talked about Alpharetta here on this channel. It has great schools, great location, great shopping, all of those things that make it a highly desirable area for so many people. However, the median home price in Alpharetta is currently well over $400,000. It is $650,000. So if we're looking at $500,000 houses in Alpharetta, we know that we're going to be on the lower side of that median home price. So let's see what our money can get us in Alpharetta. So here is a house that is on the market today. It is a ranch with a finished bonus room. So you have 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms in this house. And you can tell in the pictures of the front of the house that it is super close. You can tell from the pictures from the front of the house that it is super close to the neighbors on both sides. So not a ton of privacy or space, and the lot is just under half of an acre at 0.38 acres. It does have a very cute yet tiny kitchen, and the finished bonus room is great for extra space. This house was built in 1989, so we're looking at a house that's 33 years old. The disclosures for this house weren't available in our MLS portal, so I can't tell you the age of the roof or whether or not the HVAC or the hot water heater has been replaced. But those are things to think about whenever you're buying an older home. $500,000 is a lot of money to spend on a smaller ranch home, but that is definitely what you can expect in Alpharetta. So let's loop on down and check out Suwanee. That is another area that we talk frequently about on this channel, and frankly because it's just such a great place to live. In fact, my business partner Ashley and her family, this is where they live, and she is the expert in Suwanee. Much like Alpharetta, Suwanee is highly popular with people moving to the area because it has that great location and really great schools. And just like Alpharetta, you are going to have to pay a price to live there. Currently, the median sales price is $600,000 in Suwanee. So we've got cheaper than Alpharetta, but still more expensive than Gainesville. So we have that $500,000 budget that we're spending. So let's look at what a home is going to get us in Suwanee for $500,000. So take a look at this house. It is currently listed for $500,000. So far, this house is the smallest house square footage wise out of all the houses that we've looked at so far. It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath home with just over 2,600 square feet, and it sits over just over a quarter of an acre lot. It's 19 years old, and it definitely looks like the most outdated of all the houses we've looked at so far. You've got wallpaper, an older kitchen, you've got carpet in the primary bathroom. Can you believe they used to put carpet in the bathroom? It's always shocking to me when I go see a house and there's carpet still there. It's like, what were these current people that are still living there? Why didn't they replace that? Can you imagine, especially a 20-year-old house, there's 20 years worth of getting out of the shower and out of the bathtub on that carpet. Gross. Getting back on track, right? So just over, a quarter of an acre, there is going to be a pretty tiny backyard. And so some people might find that if they're paying $500,000, $500,000, that you would expect to have more of a backyard than what you are getting. However, depending upon where you're coming from, where you're relocating from, this small of a backyard might be a welcome thing. It might be bigger than what you're used to, or you might not be used to dealing with having to mow a grass yard, take care of everything, and you might be thankful that there's a tiny backyard back there. Another thing to take into consideration is, when you're spending $500,000, you would hope that maybe you could find kind of like a move-in ready house where you're not having to do those cosmetic updating, like painting and peeling off the wallpaper and getting that carpet up in the primary bathroom. But if you want to live in Suwanee and you are willing to do that work, this could be a very, very great house for you. Okay, so let's take a look at an area where your $500,000 budget gets you a bit further. Let's look in Dacula. That is pronounced Dacula, not Dacula. Dacula. So right now in Dacula, the median sales price of a home is $452,000. So that $500,000 budget, it's going to get you a little bit further in Dacula. So take a look at this home. You've got 5 bedrooms, 4 bathroom, and it is in a popular neighborhood in Dacula. This is the largest home that we've looked at so far. It's got over 3,600 square feet. It's got tons of space, and you have neutral paint and updates throughout the home, and it makes it feel much more move-in ready than, say, the last house that we just looked at. Now, this house is on a smaller lot as well. You're looking at right at a quarter of an acre, but you do have a fenced-in backyard to enjoy, and I think this home is a great representation of the difference in homes that you can find for the same amount of money in different areas. Dacula is only 15 miles from Suwanee, but your money is going to go further in Dacula than it is in Suwanee. Now, there are so many factors that go into the pricing of a home, and of course the home itself is a huge factor, but the area the house is in has almost just as much weight in the price of the home. So many of these houses you could just pick up and move to a different town and the price would dramatically change. We've talked about it over and over and over again, but you are going to pay to be more in towns like Beaufort, Suwanee, Alpharetta, Johns Creek, because they have those top-rated schools and they're closer in proximity to Atlanta. Now, this doesn't mean that other areas don't have great schools. You can check out their rankings online. You can check everything out from test scores and all kinds of other rankings, but it doesn't paint the entire picture. The moral of the story, the key point here is your budget is going to dictate what area you are going to be able to find a home in, and sometimes the area that you're looking to find a home is your main motivating factor, and so we have to make your budget work for that area. However, if you have some flexibility in where you choose to be, you can see that your budget's going to get you a little bit more depending upon where we are looking for your home. Now, if you are thinking like, okay, great, we don't have to be in a specific area, I have choices. Well, you're in the right place. We make videos about the cost of living in these cities and the pros and cons about all of these different areas. You can check them out right here on our channel. And of course, if you are thinking about making a move to the North Metro Atlanta area, or anywhere in Georgia for that matter, you need to reach out to myself and my team. We specialize in this all day long, and we help viewers just like you figure out where they should live and help them find their dream home. So give us a call if you're thinking about making that move. You're going to find our contact information below this video, and I mentioned lots of other areas that we cover, and those videos, you are going to be able to check them out right here by clicking the video on the screen. So go check it out right now.